The secret behind success. Writing is everything. Did you watch Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary celebration Sunday night? If so, you saw a legendary parade of performers. Eddie Murphy, Tina Fey, Kristen Wiig, Chevy Chase, Will Ferrell, and dozens more took the stage, reminding us why we fell in love with their characters and comedic timing in the first place. But do you remember the writers? Steve Martin introduced them as the heart and soul of the show. But if you blinked, you might have missed them because instead of honoring them with the same reverence as the comedians and the musicians, they were left outside the theater standing in the rain. The joke, of course, was that the stars shine while the writers stay in the background. But here's the truth. Without their great writing, there would be no great performances. But first, a story. Years ago, I worked with a client who had been branding their company around a single charismatic sports personality. If I shared their name, you would certainly recognize him. My client poured all their resources into perfecting his presence, voice, and delivery, but they didn't get traction. Their numbers weren't growing because their marketing wasn't converting to sales. When I dug into their strategy, the problem became clear. They were so focused on the performance that they neglected the strategy versus tactics distinction. They had a renowned speaker, but no compelling story. Their advertising was polished, but lacked substance. Once we refocused on crafting a clear, consistent message, one that resonated with their audience, their fortunes changed almost overnight. Shakespeare knew it, and so should you. Are you familiar with King Lear? Plenty of actors have played the tormented regent brilliantly. Sir Anthony Hopkins, Sir Laurence Olivier, Sir Ian McClellan, James Earl Jones, Glenda Jackson, Kenneth Branagh, and countless others. But only Shakespeare wrote King Lear. The performances might be unforgettable, but the genius behind them lies in the words. Shakespeare understood the difference between strategy versus tactics. The words are the strategy. The performance is the tactic. Need more proof? Lots of performers have built their careers by being able to add instinctive dialogue to their roles. Bill Murray improvised his character's Cinderella story in Caddyshack. Robert De Niro came up with "You Talking to Me?" mirror monologue in Taxi Driver. Jack Nicholson improvised "Here's Johnny" in The Shining. And Robin Williams ad-libbed almost all of the genie's lines in Aladdin. But no one wings it when they're playing Shakespeare. The same is true for your business, your brand, and your career. The story you tell, the messaging you craft, and the writing that supports your strategy are what truly create success. It's not just about being seen, it's about being heard and understood. Make sure your message is as strong as your performance. Too many people confuse strategy versus tactics in their branding and messaging and focus on the delivery while forgetting about the foundation. But if you don't get your messaging right first, all the performance in the world won't make a difference. Whether you're pitching a product, leading a company, or building a personal brand, your success hinges on the clarity and strength of your writing. Want to dive deeper into how storytelling, branding, and messaging can transform your business? I keynoted conferences worldwide, and I still have a few dates open in 2025. Let's work together to make sure your message isn't just heard, it's remembered and acted on.